from the WYLN studios in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. WYLN Evening Edition at 5:30 starts right now.
Good evening. It's Monday, August 31st, 2015. I'm Gary Perna in for Ann Gownley. Well, closed for good. That's the message from West Hazleton Borough about the Conga Hookah Lounge. The business was only open for a short time, but it was surrounded by controversy. A fight outside the Conga Hookah Lounge early Sunday morning in West Hazleton led to the closure of the business that was only open for a few months. We spoke with West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio this morning about the incident.
Yeah, early Sunday morning at approximately 3:30 in the morning, my officers were dispatched to a large fight in the area of the Conga Lounge, which is located on West Broad Street. My officers responded along with Butler Township and Hazleton City, and there's approximately 30 to 40 people fighting, and actually one of the residents and neighbors in the area actually videotaped the fight, and you can actually watch the fight, and it's actually a very intense fight at the time.
According to the chief, the lounge would operate from 5 p.m. to 3 a.m., but it was the events that transpired after hours of operation that caused the business to be shut down.
What transpired after that was, with cooperation of the landlord of the building, the tenant's lease was terminated. So in essence what that means is they're no longer allowed to operate out of there. They no longer have a lease with the landlord, so they cannot run their business out of that building anymore. So the Conga Lounge is shut down. And if any of the former tenants of the building go there without the landlord, they will be arrested for trespassing.
The chief said one person was assaulted and had some injuries. To his knowledge, there were no weapons used. So, what is next for the borough when it comes to hookah lounges like this one that was just shut down?
Hookah lounges in themselves are not the problem. It's the after-hours club that they turn hookah lounges into. So in the future, what we're going to do is there's going to be a little bit tighter guidance on this and issuing of permits and so on and so forth.
Well, staying in West Hazleton, around 1:30 this afternoon, a strong armed robbery happened outside Puffs and Stuff. Take a look at this surveillance video from Puffs and Stuff. A white male took a woman's purse after a small confrontation. West Hazleton Police Chief Brian Buglio spoke with WYLN about the incident.
To a strong arm robbery at Puff and Stuff, where an elderly lady was exiting the store, and there was a white male who was stalking in front of the store, walking back and forth, waiting for her to exit. And when she exited the store, he asked her what time it was, asked her for a cigarette, and then stole her wallet off her, which contained cash and credit cards and other identification.
The chief said the store surveillance camera caught it all on tape, and they were able to get the picture out to other police departments.
The store's video caught the incident on camera. We have a very good picture of the actor involved and actually of the whole crime as it took place. The individual that did this, we're not familiar to him. However, we do have his picture out to other police departments. He's a white male, approximately 5'7" to 5'9", skinny build, blonde hair, shaved head. He had dark-colored shorts and a dark-colored shirt on.
If you have any information on the person or you saw something, you're asked to call West Hazleton Police at 570-455-3733. Well, Hazleton police are investigating a holdup at Little Caesars on Broad Street. It happened around 5:30 Sunday afternoon. A man walked in with a scarf covering his face and demanded money. He got away with an unspecified amount of money. The suspect is described as a light-skinned Hispanic male standing about 5 feet 11 inches tall with a heavy-set build. He was wearing a tan coat and jeans. If you have any information, you're asked to call Hazleton Police by dialing 911. Also in Hazleton, police are investigating a theft from the Turkey Hill on Alter Street. It happened just after 3 a.m. Sunday morning. A man walked into the store and stole something from the store staff. Police did not say what that something was. The only description of the suspect was a male wearing a red and blue striped mask. If you have any information, you're asked to call Hazleton Police as well. Well, someone stole a car stereo out of a vehicle parked near 9th and James Street over the weekend. It happened about 4:30 Sunday morning. It's the latest in a string of car stereo thefts on Hazleton's northwest side. Police remind everyone to lock your cars when you are not near your vehicle. If you have any information, you're asked to call Hazleton Police at 911. Well, Hazleton police are investigating a hit and run over the weekend. It happened at about 8:30 Sunday morning in the 600 block of East 2nd Street. That's between Cleveland and Harrison Streets. There is no description of the skipped vehicle. If you have any information on this, you're asked to call Hazleton police as well. Well, today marks 12 days until FunFest hits downtown Hazleton. FunFest, the area's largest street fair, is set to kick off September 12th and 13th on Broad Street. The annual FunFest parade will take place on September 13th, and once again, WYLN is proud to be the official television station of the FunFest parade. Again, it's only 12 days away, so make sure you mark those calendars for FunFest. Well, time now for a first look at our forecast. This weekend was just nice. Now, what can we expect for the rest of the week as the rest of the kids get ready to head back to school? Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbachik is in the Weather Center with those details. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Gary, it's looking very nice over the next couple of days. Some warm temperatures heading in our direction. Precipitation has been down toward the south, as you can clearly see, off of the Atlantic, making its way off of the coast, but for our area, just a couple of clouds around. That's about it. We have been dry, really. And there's been a lone shower, but most areas have not seen a precipitation today. And look at these high temperatures throughout much of the nation. Some heat really building throughout, especially the central part of the nation. Closer to home, we've been looking at 80s, some areas near 90 degrees. And temperature-wise right now, it is humid, very warm, 81 now in New Angola, 85 in Berwick, 85 in Bloomsburg, and 86 degrees in Danville. So what can we expect over the next couple of days? I'll bring out the complete 7-day forecast coming up in just a few. Gary?
Thanks, Joe. Coming up next, Congressman Lou Barletta handed out medals to local veterans that were well-deserved and well overdue. Stay tuned. That's coming up next.
You're watching WYLN News with Ann Gownley, Gary Perna, Julie Stefanovich, Paula Degnan, Chief Videographer Mike Lula, Weather with Meteorologist Joe Garbachik, Sports with Eric DeBerardinis and Gabriella Justin.
The Brass Buckle in Cunningham features a wide variety of Tex-Mex and modern Mexican food. Dine inside or outside on their beautiful patio. They also offer a private banquet room with seating up to 110 people. The Brass Buckle, 334 Main Street in Cunningham. Call 570-788-4145.
Greater Hazleton's end of summer celebration. The annual homecoming is almost here. Mohican Sun at Pocono Downs presents FunFest in Center City, Hazleton, September 12th and 13th, with great ethnic and festival food and free entertainment. Always a crowd favorite is the fantastic FunFest Parade. New this year is a corporate float competition. Admission is free, parking is free. For more details, call the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce or go to funfestpa.org. FunFest is made possible by these sponsors.
Did you know that suicide rates are on the rise in Luzerne and Wyoming counties? Did you know that over 100 Americans commit suicide every day? And did you know that you can help prevent suicide? I'm Jeffrey Waugh, and I'm here to tell you there is help. If you or someone you know is depressed, dial 800-273-TALK or the emergency helpline at 211. For more information and suicide prevention tips, visit any of these websites. Together, we can save lives.
At Whitetail Preserve, they pride themselves with giving their guests 5-star service. They are now open for lunch 6 days a week and offer limited delivery service for lunch to businesses in Cunningham, Valmont, and Humboldt Industrial Park. Call them at 570-384-2314.
Well, today, some schools in our area headed back to school, and yes, there were smiles and there were even some tears. WYLN was at Mahanoy Area High School this morning, where students from K through 12 returned to school. Many of the students were eager to get back in that classroom, while others were hoping for a few more summer days. Also, North Schuylkill headed back to school as well, along with Holy Family Academy here in Hazleton. Now, tomorrow here on WYLN, we will hear from Holy Family Academy Principal Donald Basic about what is ahead this year for the school. All of us here at WYLN hope everyone who headed back to school today had a great day, and I hope they're excited for tomorrow. Kids in Hazleton will return to school on Wednesday. Well, this morning, Congressman Lou Barletta presented medals to local veterans for their service to our country. Veterans who have served our country in several wars over the years were presented with medals that were either never received, lost, or forgotten about this morning. For several years, Congressman Lou Barletta's office has been locating medals and awards for veterans and family members of veterans who have passed away. Today, 4 veterans were recognized for their efforts both overseas and here at home. U.S. Navy veteran John Zudulek of Mountaintop received 4 awards and medals.
Very proud to receive the award, but as you know, this was for service that was at the height of the Cold War, and I have unceasing admiration for the crews of those Navy destroyers. They did their job, they followed orders to a T, and it was a job that was well done.
John's wife, Marianne, was proud to be with her husband today.
I think it's a very nice idea, and it's a great compliment to the servicemen who have gone through their service time, and I'm very proud of my husband.
Anthony Petty's daughter received 7 awards for her father.
My oldest son has been very interested in seeing my father's medals and early history, so he had been really a big part of pursuing me to do what I needed to do to get them. And I had played softball with Tara Toohill in my youth, and during football practices, because our children play, I had spoke with her about how I could get my father's medals, and she really helped with the process. And I went into her office, and her staff helped me with the paperwork, and then I received a call from Michael with Congressman Barletta's office that everything was coming along, and that today we're going to be presented finally with his medals, which I've never seen. Really excited.
Sharon Austin was on hand to receive 7 awards for her late father, John Tersavage.
He was in France and Germany from the years 1942 to 46. He was hit by a hand grenade and was in a Germany hospital for 6 months. So most importantly, got a Purple Heart, and he got bronze medals, and I'm here to receive all his medals on behalf of my brothers and my sister, and that we cannot forget, generation after generation, that freedom is not free.
John Szymanski, who served in the U.S. Navy from 1965 to 1968, received 7 awards, including a Purple Heart.
I have been looking for almost 40 years for the medals that I had coming, and contacted Congressman Barletta's office, and he finally got all my medals for me.
Congressman Lou Barletta said his office is always willing to help veterans get the medals that are owed to them for work they have done.
If there's any question, anyone has any questions on whether or not they have any, or their loved one may have received or earned some medals that they didn't know about, we can do the research, and as I said, as we saw today, in many cases, not only do they get the medals that they knew they had coming, but also others that they didn't know, and that was the case today. There are many medals that the veterans today or their families received today that they didn't even know they had coming.
All right, stay tuned, everyone. Coming up next, Chief Meteorologist Joe Garbacik is back with a full look at our forecast. Don't go anywhere.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric, Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hazel Drugs does more than fill prescriptions. They know your needs and have been serving the Hazleton area since 1868. That's over 147 years. They accept all prescription insurances, offer convenient parking, drive-through service, and free prescription delivery. They carry the highest quality vitamins and supplements with a certified clinical nutritionist on staff to answer your questions. They can customize your prescriptions, specializing in natural hormones, children's compounding, and animal medications. Hazel Drugs, America's oldest compounding pharmacy and Hazleton's oldest business. Let their family take care of your family.
Join us this week on Women Today. Tingo is going to talk to us about balance, how important it is, and how you can regain it. Later, Simply Homebrew has given us a great Washington Riesling. Kathy's going to be cooking a dish that can be used not one but two ways. We'll tell you who won that great earring and necklace set last week, another fabulous giveaway from the shop too, and we've got our first Woman on the Move. It's all coming up this week on Women Today. Join us.
Well, it is very warm outside. You walk outside and you feel that humidity in the air, so it's going to make it feel a little bit warmer than what the actual air temperature indicates. A little bit of a breeze. You got lots of sunshine out there, and this nice weather is going to stick around at least over the next several days. Onto the graphic for today, and well, it was very nice. We saw temperatures get well into the 80s, and again, with those humidity levels on the high side, it was making it feel like temperatures were near 90. Some areas feel like even in the lower 90s. There's been a couple of showers out there, but a little bit of some rain. Most areas really not seeing anything. In fact, across our viewing area, Live 35 Skycast Doppler, nothing to show you. It continues to remain dry. Very warm. We're still in the 80s. Dew point numbers well into the 60s. So again, you do feel that humidity in the air when you walk outside. 85 Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport, 81 in Mount Pocono, a pair of 88s in both Allentown and Philadelphia. Well, even some more 88s in Williamsport and Selinsgrove, 86 degrees in State College. Generally in the 80s in the Wyoming Valley area, a little bit of a breeze. Again, you can see a little bit of some rain, but most of our area has not seen anything whatsoever. And in fact, the next several days, minimal, if any, chance of seeing any type of rain. It does look pretty nice over the next couple of days. And looking at the numbers are looking pretty nice as well. Temperature-wise, some mild nights ahead of our area, even Wednesday morning, waking up with temperatures already in the mid to upper 60s. So some very warm conditions, and humidity will be a big factor even as we head into the daytime hours of tomorrow. And I tell you what, pretty much the rest of this week, much of the nation, including here in the Northeast, is going to feel more like it's June as compared to where we're at and will be at starting tomorrow, which is September. A little bit of a trough building in the Pacific Northwest. That's the area that's going to feel very chilly, more October-like. But enjoy this weather while it lasts, because it's going to be nice. In fact, I keep the same words that I kept last week. This is great. Well, that's not the words that I put on there. The words that I put on there is some very nice days ahead. And again, we'll keep that there. Looking very nice. Temperatures generally in the 80s. Our daytime Pennsylvania lottery numbers, the pick 241, the pick 3559, the pick 44762. And the pick 5 numbers 21947, and treasure hunt numbers 38, 17, 19, and 24. We'll continue to have more for you coming up after these commercial messages.
For all your projects, large and small, Bedrock Gardens has it all. They are fully stocked and ready to fill your order. Rubber mulch and rubber curbing to match. Lots of color choices to pick from. Wall stone, natural stone, full pallets ready to go. Their bins are full with rich colored quality mulch that will look wonderful all season long. Finish off your fabulous outdoor space with their quality patio furniture and easy to assemble fire pits. Everything you need for your summer projects. Delivery available, or just stop by and they will load you up. Bedrock Gardens, locally owned and operated. Call today.
Express Care. Walk in and you walk into the region's most trusted health network.
WYLN TV 35 has strong ties to the community, as evident in its commitment to important causes like the American Cancer Society and Helping Hand Society telethons. WYLN's commitment to northeastern Pennsylvania continues with a broadcast of Hazelton's Fun Fest Parade and both the Christmas and St. Patrick's Day parades in Wilkes-Barre. In the summer, we broadcast the Weatherly and Giants of Spare Hill Flag, and throughout the year, we provide important community services through the broadcast of town meetings, school board meetings, election night coverage, and other events. WYLN, we're your local network.
A special charity event is scheduled for September 11th to raise money for a worthy cause. Our Julie Stefanovich has all the details on how you can help.
A local businessman plans to lace up his shoes to run in the New York Marathon on November the 1st. Stefan Cloud, owner of CrossFit Drums at Cloud9 Personal Training, will be running for charity. The funds raised will go towards Allied Services. The company helps children and adults who are living with disabilities.
We're actually going with 35 runners, and we're on the Ryan Leakey's team. And every year, this one will be the 6th year in a row that they organize this, and it's getting bigger and bigger, and we're raising more and more money for Allied Services. And obviously, it's going for the kids and the adults with disabilities.
A charity dinner will be held at Theodore's Restaurant in Drums on Friday, September 11th to raise sponsorship money.
Well, we have different ways to raise money, either like just a generosity of people, or you guys can buy a T-shirt through the website, or coming just here. And we also have, we're organizing a little fundraiser on a Friday in 9/11, September 11 at Theodore's. We are having a 7-course menu, and we're pairing that with a spirit, and we also have Denny Corby that's going to be, he's going to have a show over there, but he's a mentalist.
Cloud has participated in previous marathons, but is honored to be chosen to run in the prestigious New York event. He is also running in memory of his and the Storm host Tiffany Cloud's late son Cooper. Once again, a 7-course charity dinner is scheduled for Friday, September 11th at Theodore's Restaurant in Drums. Doors open at 6:30 and the evening begins at 7 p.m. Tickets are $100 and can be purchased online at alliedservices.org. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thanks, Julie. Coming up next, Eric DeBaradinas is in with sports here on WYLN, plus a final look at our forecast. Stay tuned.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on The Storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
Back to school week and back to football week 1. The grass being trimmed, the lines painted, and the light bulbs ready to be lit for Friday Night Lights. And WYLN will bring you the action live. Wilkes-Barre Memorial Stadium, the site for WYLN's Game of the Week as Coughlin hosts Hazleton. The Cougars are coming off a 1-9 campaign, while the Crusaders start 2015 after compiling a 6-5 record and earning an Eastern Conference playoff berth last year. Coughlin defeated Hazleton 40-7 in the 2014 season opener. We'll have much more on this matchup throughout the week, leading up to Friday's 7 p.m. kickoff. Football has been the focus, but as we prepare to enter September, the Rail Riders zeroing in on the playoffs with 8 regular season games remaining. Scranton Wilkes-Barre entered Sunday with a chance to eliminate Buffalo from playoff contention. Third inning, Rob Refsnyder pushes it to right. Gregorio Petit scores from second, and that's all they need. Dustin Ackley does add an RBI in the 5th as the Rail Riders claim a 2-0 victory, knocking out Buffalo and inching closer towards clinching the International League North Division. Their magic number now down to 4 games. Lehigh Valley without a chance for the postseason, but aiming for another strong finish and another low-scoring affair in this one against Syracuse. In the 4th, Tommy Joseph loops it to center to put the Iron Pigs up 2-zip. Then top 9 with a 1-run advantage. Hazleton native Russ Kanzler goes yard for the 8th time this season, and Lehigh Valley wins 3-1. Tonight in the minor leagues, the Iron Pigs conclude their 3-game set against Syracuse after snapping a 5-game losing streak to the Chiefs yesterday. And meanwhile, the Rail Riders can virtually lock up a playoff spot going up against Rochester. That's the team that's behind them in the standings. And furthering that playoff discussion, implications on a nightly basis in the major leagues now. The Yankees have fallen behind Toronto in the AL East, but lead in the wild card race, New York and Boston tonight. The Mets with a 5.5-game lead in the NL East hosting the Phillies, and Joe Madden and the Chicago Cubs currently positioned as the second wild card team taking on the Reds. Redland, almost the best team in the land. The team from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania captured the United States Little League Championship on Saturday, but fell to Japan for the overall title on Sunday. It appeared that the Mid-Atlantic representative was on their way to a victory after tallying 10 runs in the first inning, but Japan rallied in the following frame and eventually won 18-11. Regardless, those kids get to go back to school with the best lunchtime stories ever from an epic summer. Congratulations to Redland Little League. Stay tuned. Coming up, Joe Garbacic is in with a final look at the forecast.
During these changing times, is your insurance program up to date? I'm local Allstate agent Gary McNeilis. I invite you to come into our office or give us a call. We'll help you be sure that you have the proper coverage to take care of all your family's needs at a price you can afford. Now more than ever, you need to be in good hands to protect everything that's important to you. Our team of insurance professionals and I will be honored to serve you. Are you in good hands?
If you haven't found the perfect fishing getaway, you haven't been to Captain's Cove. Located on Henderson Harbor in upstate New York, Captain's Cove offers a variety of accommodations to please just about anyone. The motel, also located on the harbor, offers a magnificent view. Enjoy free morning coffee, air-conditioned rooms, cable TV, and HBO. The cottage can accommodate up to 8 people with 3 bedrooms, a complete kitchen, washer-dryer, 2 full baths, air conditioning, an outside grill, and picnic table. Call us today for rates and information at 1-800-824-FISH.
It's high school football time. Watch WILN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WILN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WILN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WILN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights.
All right, we got some nice weather heading in our direction as we head into the next couple of days. We got some warm weather. You know what? I've been saying this the whole time. When the kids go back to school, that's when we start to see the heat and humidity, and lo and behold, it's doing it again. And it'll do it again next year, I'm sure. Here's a look at Live 35 Skycast Doppler. And there's really not much going on across our neck of the woods. We continue to be very warm, and those humidity levels on the increase. It's going to be very humid tomorrow, very warm temperatures. So even though temperatures will be in the 80s, you can tack on a few extra degrees in terms of what it's actually going to feel like when you walk outside to the human body. That's what it's going to feel like, mid to upper 80s, in fact. Some of that early morning fog, but other than that, there you can see, once again, some very nice days, a string of some nice-looking weather ahead of our area right through this weekend. And, of course, we know Football Friday coming up with high school football. We'll have one for you this Friday. And, of course, college kicks off as well. Mm-hmm. It looks like a spectacular weekend so far.
Yeah, Penn State in Philadelphia on Saturday.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Before that, Hazelton at Coughlin. We've been talking a lot about that. Sports Talk with Hazelton head coach Mike Brennan will...
Yeah, will be taped tonight. It'll be airing soon. So
yeah, we'll have that.
Look for that. And, of course, the game right here on Friday nights. Of course, we'll have all the highlights for you, or I should say all the pre-game talk for you as well. The football game will start at 7 o'clock up at the Coughlin Crusaders taking on Hazelton. So our first game of the season, we're excited.
If you're not watching here and you're going out to a game, Crestwood at Berwick is the one to be at. But if you're staying in, Hazelton at Coughlin, 7 on Friday.
All right, and Fun Fest, 2 weeks away. We're good. Countdown is going on, so a lot happening here in our area. Well, that does it for us tonight. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, all our stories are on Facebook. You can look us up at WYLN News. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. We'll see you later.